12A, the standard 12A states, I can analyze the impact of physical and human geographic factors on the Klondike Gold Rush. So here you're trying to figure out what are the physical geographic factors for the Klondike Gold Rush and what are the human geographic factors for the Klondike Gold Rush. So during the Gilded Age, we had westward expansion happening, and people were going westward in search of gold. You had gold in Alaska and you had gold in California. This is tied directly to Alaskan gold. So the Klondike Gold Rush is Alaska. So the physical geographic factors are that Alaska was exploited for its resources. People went to Alaska to try to get the gold that was there. So basically the physical geographic factor is going to be that people are going to go to Alaska in search of gold and therefore take the resources that are there. The human geographic factors are that many people left their homes, boarded up their homes, and left in search of gold. So they left behind where they were. So the human factors were that people had to trek all the way across from the east to west up to Alaska to get to Alaska to find this gold. So we have people that are, once again, demographic patterns are changing because people are moving from the east all the way up to Alaska. There's one test question. This test question was question number 19. It tells you the human factors. Thousands hoped to ease the pains of economic depression and sold their farms, closed businesses, and boarded ships to follow their dreams north. The physical factors, Alaska was seen as a large source of raw materials. The question states, the information above shows the physical and human factors of which historical event? Is it A, settlement of the Great Plains, B, the Klondike Gold Rush, C, the Dust Bowl, D, westward expansion? The correct answer here is B, the Klondike Gold Rush. Being in Alaska, the physical factors should have been the gimme on this one. Alaska was seen as a large source of raw materials, which is the only place that when we go up to Alaska in U.S. history is in search of gold in the Klondike Gold Rush. A is incorrect because the settlement of the Great Plains. That was the Homestead Act, and that was people starting farms and stuff. It states nowhere up here. They're actually leaving the Great Plains, so it states nowhere up here that there's farms that are being developed. It actually says they're selling their farms, right? C is incorrect because the Dust Bowl actually happens in the Great Depression, which we will be when we get to the 1930s. And the Dust Bowl was when the Great Plains, actually all that farmland that was created in the settlement of the Great Plains, is actually destroyed. And then D, westward expansion. Yes, this is during the time of westward expansion in the Gilded Age, but the Klondike Gold Rush is specifically tied to Alaska.